Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Sent. Didn't realize how big it is. Okay. That's kind of rough entry. I didn't realize the stop loss was that wide. Let me contact for another entry. Oh shit. Bro, I pressed the wrong button again, so I got I was trying to add my this attack. I closed out with profit, but it's weak profit on more on my other phone. So okay. This is already moving. I'm just gonna add to it even though it's already moving out of my area. It's okay. At least I like to have two contracts on. And ideally I want to drag this thing down here. Ideally. Alrighty. Mistakenly closed out and profit one of my accounts. But I got back in. Just a terrible entry now. Well, less precise entry. Okay. So we'll see if this wants to drift. I like how there was SMT. So between Nasdaq and S&P 500, we had this level here. So this is a SMT right here. Center, boom. It's two both from one X this. This is the current interval below. So I like how S&P took out these highs, Nasdaq did not, while we're in this 5-minute level that I can drop price. My eyes on these lows here. If I was to zoom all the way out, let's kind of go on the 1 hour chart for a second. Where can price really go to, guys, if we really get animated? Let's see. What I want to see price go to. Where do I want to see price go to? You don't even want to know. Because my level's at 28, 530. If I'm being real, it's going to be complicated. 28, 540. But let's get back to price because price is doing some weird stuff. Let's get back to it, see what it's doing here. Okay. I'm just a little annoyed that I had mistakenly closed out my trade, but this should be a nice little add-on here if I'm being real. Order filled. Who has the cojones? Okay. So at this point, ideally, I want to see here get respect. Ideally. Okay. That's what I want to see. Now on a 5-minute basis, this is an order block, 5-minute order block. So trying to see what a level. We have this level here, but ideally I want to see price reject from here. I feel like retail now, they could be right today, right? But I like to go against retail. So I feel like retail has bought into the idea. Where's my mouse, please? My mouse is disappearing. Okay, there you go. I think retail bought into the idea at this level here. Again, it's a nice support. And you go to regular trading hour. This looks like a nice 15-minute chart. Looks like price is supporting this level. I want to see price blow that out. 1 hour chart looks like a lot of support here. So a lot of traders that use support and resistance, they'll be happy to buy here. You're like, oh, this is nice support. Like they're building this narrative of support. I want to see them wash everything out, even these lows here. Let's get back to the charts though. All right, 5-minute chart. We have that nice rejection here. Now, what I'm gonna do, guys, I like to kind of hide my entry sometimes because there's too much on the chart, and I want to focus on price only. So let's do that. Oh, not that. Let's hide position orders only. So we're getting some momentum. I would really be proud of this move or feel more confident in this move if we get below this 5-minute fair value gap. So I'm gonna draw this out. If we can close below that, I'll feel strong about this move. Okay, that's 1-minute chart. I mean, you can zoom out. This 1-minute chart, it looks cool, but it's like we haven't gotten a full curvature. Like, yes, we have some curving going on, but I would like to see this again. Like once we fully go below like this swing low, essentially once we get below new day opening gap low, I'll feel confident about this move. Right now, it's still like a little nice little curve. It could push high. Obviously I'm in the trade, so I want to see it drop, but I'm just saying in my brain what I'm watching for. Because if this doesn't like start rolling over and starts pushing up higher, then these highs are clean up here. But I do like how we have SMT, so that's why I don't want to see a push higher. All right. So, anyways, let's keep watching this and see what happens here. See, that's the energy I didn't want to see. That's exactly what I didn't want to see on price. That right there. That's exactly what I do not want to see, guys. But still, within its of potential to rejecting here, we still have this inverse fair value gap. There's order block here, so let's see if that holds. But I didn't want to see that momentum there. That's not ideal. Now I want to see sellers. If this is going to drop, we need to see sellers come in, unless of a stronger push continuing higher. All right, let me sit down, but standing. Seeing US 30. I'm being patient, but I really don't like this. I really don't like this momentum, guys. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, it's not good. This looks like wants to push, guys. Not a fan at all. The last straw we have here is this level here, and that's not the strongest level right here. So not a fan of this at all. I'll be 100. This wants to push higher. This last straw. Let's see if we get that resistance. I'm not a fan of this movement at all. This to me is a push higher. That's incoming. It needs to be an immediate rejection of this level. If you don't get immediate rejection, then this is problematic. Yeah, that's not good. They're gonna run this thing higher. No bueno. No bueno, guys. We'll leave our stop losses paid to do its job, but this is not ideal movement. We need to reject aggressively. If not, this is cook the beans. Okay. Getting that rejection. This is nice. So they did some damage here. Now the new SMT is here. Let me delete this for a second. But we need to see this really reject. I don't like that movement. If I'm being real with you, still not a fan. But let's highlight what we have here. This is SMT. So we did some damage. Check out these highs here, and we're now rejecting. This 5 minute chart is still holding. This up close candles here acting as order blocks. I want to see us keep pushing away. It needs to push aggressively lower now. If not, it's gonna fly. Let our stop loss do its job. No, I'm not a fan of this movement at all. I'm not a fan. Yeah, this wants to push. This wants to push, guys. Okay, looks like we're getting a gift from the Lord. So this should push now. This should go in our direction here because they did some damage up here, man. You can tell I was even holding my breath. So there's no reason for this to go back. If it starts going higher again, we are then not good. Okay, so let me do this actually. So it's moving so quick though. I need a stronger close. It's not good. We need a strong close, not just wicks. Can you push? Give it towards Nasdaq. Stop playing. Are we asking for too much on Nasdaq, guys? Am I asking for too much? That's a real question. We might get this push, guys. We might just be having, or we need to push away. But again, like I was saying, until we really go lower below this newly opening gap low, we're still not even in the safe zone per se. So far, that has shown to be a good stop loss placement. We want to see this fair value gap now reject price. This should really support this order block here should drop price. This, if it's bearish, this up close counter here should want to deliver shorts here. I'm gonna add this position right here. I don't know if TradingView will allow me to, but I try to add. Okay, there we go. If this is bearish, this order block should deliver shorts. If not, then we'll see a push higher. So this right here should act as an order block. That's what I'm saying. Let's see if we get it. Make sure I'm not doing too much. Let me go to the regulatory analysis for my expectations. Oh, yeah, why? Not bad. Only thing I'm looking at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday has been dropping one way. But I still like those lows. Those lows are. Let me see what news we have today. I think we have FOMC. So this could be a PM session setup if it takes too long here. At 1 p.m. All right, come on. What we doing? What we doing, Nasdaq? Are we going or not? Come on. Let's see where 10 o'clock is. 10 o'clock is right here. Okay, so we like to see turnarounds at 10 o'clock. So I like how this has created a little peak. So let's see if this 10 o'clock then delivers shorts. This looks good. I like to see that push away from order block. Good. We need just more momentum and not all this dancing around. Again, I'm gonna I just want to see the charts clear. We need more momentum, guys. Because S&P is already way lower. That's my only issue with this now. Yeah. This market's playing games, guys. That looks like she wants to play. She's not playing nice today. Still at that order block, but she's not playing nice today. Mm-mm. If we start trying to set a 1 minute order block, this trade for me is just dead. And I have to come back PM session. Order block is still acting right, but we need some momentum away. I don't like when price dances around in the area. It's just like, what are we doing? It doesn't make you confident in the trade setup. Typically, good trades will move. You wouldn't have to babysit them. You get in, boom, it's gone. All this dancing around, not fun. S&P rates got some lows while Nasdaq's playing. So S&P has already done damage lower. So Nasdaq needs to pick up the speed and not continue dancing. We need to see Nasdaq move with some momentum here. Hope it's not gonna be one of those days for me where the better trade was an SMP and we'll trade Nasdaq the whole time. But SMP has a long way to go for it to really drop. SMP has a long way to go, in my opinion. 479 is what I'm looking at on that. I'm asking 480 essentially. I'm gonna see that good tag in SMP. SMP has a long way to go. I want to see Nasdaq have a long way to go. All right, guys. Again, moment of truth. We're back at this 5 minute fair value gap. Can we run through it? Can we finally get through it? Mm-mm. Price is not serious. That's not a serious price right here. No. Yeah, I don't like that at all. They want to do something funny. They're playing with these markets. Something funny is going on here. Can't put my nails on it or my hands on it, but something funny. Either just consolidate this market throughout the AM session and wait for a PM session to deliver, or they really go disrupt these highs aggressively. Because it's like they're holding these markets hostage. They don't want to release them. My hope is that smart money just getting all the fun for here. They just want to get in a lot and then really move this thing. That's my only hope here. Because as much as they're dancing, they're still respecting the levels I'm calling on the short side. So order block is being respected. This inverse fair value gap now is still being respected. Even that little jump up there is still being respected. So the way I'm just trying to think about it to make me feel better is smart money just getting in, just trying to make sure getting a lot of positions here before they really release this thing lower. And just my ability to remain patient and not do something rational and get out. Because even this aggressive move here, boom, take out these highs. I mean, if they want to run this higher, they should have ran for this high already. The fact that they just ran for these highs here and then dropped it tells me this should have some room to go lower. It just has some room to go lower. And then where's mid opening price? Mid opening price all the way up here though. So we're below mid opening price, which I don't want to short when we're below mid opening price. However, we are above 930 opening price, which is here. And I would like to short. So opening prices again, guys, I treat those as um premium and discount. Essentially, if we're above opening price, to me, price is expensive. I want to look into get some sales there. If we're below, I want to buy. So the fact that we're above 930 opening price, okay, that's still good to be wanting to short up here. And you have all those equal lows down here. The only thing is they're dancing this price around while US 30 and S&P are making the rates lower. Nasdaq specifically is just dancing around. We have this 5 minute fair value gap keeps on proving to be stubborn. But on the 1 minute chart, we're seeing this order block be respected, and this 1 minute version fair value gap be respected. So that's good. So as much as it's dancing, as long as these levels are still being respected, I can still be holding my shorts. And by the way, I'm hiding my entry because I'd like to see the charts clear. But we're in shorts here, right? Right at the inverse fair value gap. So we're in 3 contracts. That's just there. Our stop loss all the way up here. But I'll be less of a fan if we trade about this order block. Okay, so I'm gonna hide it again, just because I like to focus on price and not what the money's doing. The price he paid to trade is what he's got to be paid. Never fished before, but I can only imagine someday you just gotta maybe miss it that first time. Get it again. But this requires mental capital to stick to one side and be convicted and not switch. and not impulsively close. Because even on this run aggressive here, I just let stop loss do its thing. The trade hasn't played out, but that was also good trading there because a lot of times, and even previously when I was first starting, when price made a move like that, I'll close it out myself, even though I didn't hit my stop loss. Then I'll see prices dropping, and I get back in, and I just double cut myself. Versus saying, you know what, stop loss, do your thing. I put that stop loss in when the storm was calm, and it made sense. But now they're shuffling these cards around, it makes you like want to, run or change your idea, but you want to stick to the idea you had prior. You know, today. That's a good trade. Only issue we're having, I keep on pointing out, this 5 minute fair value gap is just refusing to go below it. Once we release this, I think we'll be off to the records. Like, especially if we go below here. Oh man, if we can release below here, this would be nice. But if it's a big move that I'm really expecting, then it makes sense for them to hold it a little bit before they drop it. Like, because think about it, right? Let's say this a drop from this fair value gap on a 1 minute chart. And it was all the way down here. How many points is that? 400-point drop. That's good fun. If they're taking really lower, what I'm really expecting, they 284. Is that what I'm expecting? Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, I mean 28500. If it's taking really lower, that much lower, I mean that's how many points? 800 points. So they would want to get heavy handed there. So it's about being patient. We'll see if our patience pays off today. Getting some nice movement. This needs to continue. Still are not over the hump yet. This 5 minute fair value gap, we need to get below that and below this new opening gap. Essentially, we need to break the structure before I feel very confident with this. Even gold is dropping. Come on, Nasdaq. It looks like it wants to get there. It's revving up its engine. Just really grind lower. Speaking, I like how every sponsorship. You want to see up close candles. That's sponsorship. You want to see that take place. So I like how we're seeing that. Every up close, pretty much every order block is working effectively. Mhm. We're finally getting somewhere. Now let's see this 5 minute candle can close. Questions that need answers. And Lord is good, man. That stop loss we had. That stop loss is a hey man. What a stop loss, guys. Look at that. Now we're pushing. So I'm gonna put a buy limit here if in case we get there. I'd rather see us just slice through all this liquidity, just slice through that with speed. All right. So again, it's our entry, but at this point, I'm still gonna hide it. Um, let's see if I want to pull this down by chance. Let's see. In reality, price should really not want to do this. Let's see. It really shouldn't really come back over here if we're being realistic. So now we've reduced our risk to $244, and we're trying to make how much actually on this trade? 4,500. Now you can't. That's 20. Obviously, I'm gonna close in some trades as we go lower, but if you are getting some knowledge, gain some game, all the pay. Like I don't know why. Look, we only have one subscriber. Okay, on my page, I have almost 400, but we only have one subscriber here. Like, but this month is where I'm going to be coming on more to talk about these markets. So subscribe to the channel if you're getting any benefit. It's truly speak your level of details and depthness anywhere else. Obviously, unless you listen to ICT himself, but for the most part, a lot of folks don't know what they're talking about, man. I was actually in his mentorship, so like, and I've been watching almost every single video's drop. I recently stopped watching a little bit, but I'm a connoisseur, and and testing. So, and I want to be one of the best at this. So you have to understand who you're listening to. I'm not just here for the clouds. So, one subscriber is what we have, like, cool. But subscribe to the channel if you're getting any gain from this, any gain at all. If you're seeing some greatness take place or some beautiful trades, because in the past, even today, you see the display of experience and knowledge here, and the stop loss placement being focused on taking one side of the market, not getting emotional. Because what these charts are gonna do, they're gonna make you emotional if you cannot control yourself. And when you're emotional, do you think you make the best decisions? No. Okay, so again, the chart's job, the market's job is to drive emotions. Okay, this is very important to understand. When you're trading, you do not to be emotional because the market's are gonna make certain movements. It's gonna make like, what the heck? What's that? Oh my god! Oh my! When you have that mindset, you're in panic, right? Imagine you're boxing and someone punches you. Oh, what the heck? Like you act confused or even excited. You act with too much emotion in the middle of a boxing match. Like someone pops you the right hook, you're like, oh my god! Oh, they're gonna pop you again. Want to stay calm in everything you're doing. Like, I mean, in anything you're doing. Imagine You're driving a car, just all excited and stuff. Like, no, you stay calm. The best players in any industry and just doing anything in life, it's about staying calm and still. So why is that when it comes to trading, we feel like we can bring our emotions to the table? Obviously, we're emotional beings, but there's a time to express that. When you're on these charts, that's not time to be emotional rallied. That's time for you to buckle up and pay attention to what price is doing. Because price is going to do things like drive, you might be in sales and drives you higher, close to your stop loss. And then if you get too emotional, you're going to close at the stop loss. Forgetting that you logically place your stop loss there prior to price moving because that was a logical level for it to be at. And if price gets there, oh well, you're wrong. Same way in life, you have a traffic lights. There's a green light, yellow light, red light, and when there's a red light, you need to stop, and that's what your stop loss is there for. So essentially, let your stop loss play its role. Let it act as the guardrails. Do not get too emotional because you see price move in one direction aggressively. That is exactly what these markets are here to do, to make you feel emotional so you make the wrong decision. So that's not what we're gonna do. Even this moving right here, okay, cool. It's moving higher against me, right? After hitting a nice little pool of liquidity. I'm not gonna act emotional and then start guessing. Should I just take profits? Should I just close the trade? No. I already have an idea of where I want to see price go to. So I'm gonna wait for that to take place. It needs to get a little closer. If it doesn't go, guess what? It's okay. If I'm wrong today, I am wrong. What's wrong with that? You cannot live life expecting to be perfect. You're gonna be wrong. I'm gonna be wrong. But you have to make a decision and be decisive in that decision and learn from the outcome, win or lose. When you're sitting there emotionally fighting each outcome, you're not learning nothing. Okay, you see this big little spike in price. Let me see what's going on. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. They will do stuff like this. And we're still gonna stay put. Move my stop loss on my other accounts though for a second. Okay, right there. Make sure I'm over here talking to y'all. Let me make sure I have all my stop losses moved on. And I guess I don't know where that move came from. I don't know. But all I can do is monitor it. This could be a full-on reversal. And then hey, well, guess what? My trade does not play out. It is what it is. I just want to put a stop loss right above the order blocks body. So this is the 29347. I like that better. All right. So this is exactly what I was talking about when price just spiked up high here. Like that is you can call it a random event or event that is going to draw emotions, right? And even for me that was talking about it, I just had to make sure what I did was a logical. Okay, spiked up, cool. Let me just make sure on my other accounts, I'm showing you guys this demo account here that I'm trading with. Let me make sure on my other accounts I actually move my stop loss where it needs to be. I want to just make sure my guardrails are in place. That's it. I didn't panic or overstress myself and was mad that I didn't take nothing off the table because if I'm expecting a deeper run, this little run here is cool, but I want to see a deeper run. Yeah, I either get it or I don't. Okay, very simple. All right, so let's keep watching this thing here. We're gonna have this fair value gap here. Inverse is still cool. Again, I really wouldn't want to see candles close above this 1 minute inverse. This right here will be not ideal for price. Or probably going to run higher if we get candles closing above this 1 minute inverse fair value gap. That's when I will manually close out the trade personally. If I'm mirror, I don't like this movement right here. This is not ideal for what we want to see in price. But I committed to one side of the market, so I'm gonna stick to that. It hasn't hit my stop loss. So what is I can't really there's nothing to do. Mhm. It just did some damage at some highs right here. So this it just took out some liquidity. So maybe those that were using that order block that I was mentioning, just entering order blocks and putting stop loss above there, they kind of killed them or took them out the market. So if you look at this last swing high right here, price essentially did some damage there. Now, does it reject from here or do they want to do more damage? To me, this is enough damage done for them to want to reject this. They could even push price into this fair value gap here. So that's good for a bearish stance. As much as they wicks higher, they didn't even have the ability to even get into this 1 minute inverse fair value gap. It fell short of it. So I have taken liquidity. So I want to see this push lower. And funny enough, allowing me to pick those reaction from that level. Nice, personally speaking. Potentially a support level. So I'm aware of like, okay, that could create a bounce. So as much as yes, this was an aggressive and quote unquote random bounce, like it was expected as it hit this level here. I personally want to see a deeper move, but it didn't and took out liquidity. So now I just want to see us move away now. I don't think there's any need for it to start coming back up again. It should want to just drift from now. Because the more if these support levels really start holding the ground, then obviously price can turn bullish. But I want to see them get disrespected since I'm bearish for today. So essentially, this red line here, this is the which is 930 opening price. I want to see us slice through that and not bounce from there. And I really would feel good if we slice through this dotted line here, slice through that with some speed. That'd be nice. The problem is my knowledge you get from that. Let me grab some water. Okay, I'm gonna send an alert here, just in case it comes down here. I'm grabbing some water, and I'm gonna set alert in case there's something irrational, like eh, whatever. Yeah, let's stop this place. Let me go get some water real quick. I wonder if y'all guys could hear me the whole time. Oh my god, I had direction recording on the whole time. What does that do? You guys might have not heard me this whole time. Whatever. Sorry if you guys didn't hear me. I have my direction recording on. I don't know what that even is. I have this laptop and it's I guess I had direction recording pressed on. That might have been making it weird. Hopefully you guys are hearing me. But I'm gonna go get some water real quick. I hope you guys are hearing what I was saying today. If you were, drop a comment. If I sounded weird, let me know so I can make sure I don't put it on again. If it sounded better, let me know as well. So now direction recording is off. I'm just recording normally. I'll go get some water real quick. All right, so I'm back. At this point, I need to take a shower, guys. I still haven't showered from the gym. I'm gonna have to let y'all guys go here. Or I'll just let this play. Let me add in here. Listen to the Colossal Trader, guys. In case someone wants to steal this content, you can't. Someone might be recording my screen to act like they did something. You do nothing. I did it. Just in case someone out there trying to steal content for their audience and act as a guru. Block that. From a 5 minute perspective, I really like how. Well, first of all, let me close this. Let me put this on this chart visible on current flow below. So again, 1 minute chart to the right. I like how we took it out high and rejected. We need to keep going lower. Now we need to come back up there again. 5 minute chart. Notice how we closed below that 5 minute fair value gap. Even when we had that spike, we still closed within that level. That's good. Now we just need to keep falling off a cliff. And if we do, our next support level that can give a pushback will be here. And at that point, we're going to be fighting this 5 minute fair value gap as well. If we can get down here. If we can. We will be watching here to see if this will allow for, if price can slice through that. But Nasdaq needs to get over itself and trying to be bullish and just drop. So he's trying his hardest to be bullish. It's not easily going lower. It's just playing little games. But, again, if we're to draw a Fibonacci, right, let's just say if you're someone that wants to add on to this, you have deep pockets. If you're expecting to run lower here, from this low to this high, we're above 50%. So, like, this is the last area where you can be. If you want to be selling, above 50% is where you want to sell. Once we cross here, no more sales are going to take place. So, well, it wouldn't be ideal, essentially. So, up in this level here is where all the shenanigans, all the entries need to be taken from a smart money perspective, above the 50% range from this low to high, with an assumption that we're gonna cover this range here. So all this back and forth makes sense because, again, if we're using the smart money logic or just trying to, and all I do, guys, by the way, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's start there. Like, let's start there, okay? Let me record this because I like having it. I'm about to say something. Okay, so by the way, guys, I literally do not know what I'm saying. Like, in terms of what smart money is doing, I don't know if there's a smart money. I mean, I know there is. There has to be, right? If they rig every single game, or if they're rigging the freaking, gambling sports. If they're rigging sports, then of course they're gonna rig the stock market. That has all the money in the world. But if there's a smart money entity out there, the stuff I'm saying, like, oh, if price above 50%, we want to see sales take place there. Because I'm a seller, I'm just saying everything to reinforce my idea of what my expectations for the day. So when I say I don't know what I'm saying, I mean, like, I'm just saying things to make me feel more confident in my position. Because I've already made up my mind. I'm not a flip flopper. Flip flop is not good for trading. So I'd rather think about things that are reinforcing my thought process, right? So whether it's things like, okay, it makes sense what they're selling over here, or things of, okay, if it does go above here, then perhaps there's no sellers in the market, or smart money's not selling here, and I'm wrong. So I'm just constantly thinking about the sells and not buyers and stepping right here. Oh my God, what if it starts buying? I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking constantly. It maybe works for you, maybe it does not work. But I constantly reinforce my idea of my bias for the day until something breaks. So I'm constantly thinking about sales. Why would it sell? Okay, sell here because this. Oh, they're probably doing this. That's just a mental game I do. Imagine if I was over here worried about buys. What you can buy right here. When I'm in sells, then I'm gonna flip sides eventually, right? Like all this bouncing back forward we've seen on Nasdaq, I would flip side if I was still worried about buyers. But instead, I adopted the advice of being bearish today, and I'm sticking to that. And if it loses, it loses. Simple. We get to the next session or the next day. So stick to your bias, and you're better off talking about reinforcing ideas that'll keep you focused on that one single mind. Don't be double-minded. That's the worst thing you can do in trading. Okay. So again, all the shenanigans above 50%, cool. I just don't want to see this thing climb. It shouldn't be trying to climb higher, especially this 1 minute chart. Let's kind of look at a 1 minute chart on its own. Like there's been a lot of price action, a lot of like for this to go higher, it needs to be an aggressive move, or you're gonna see it start staircasing. If we see some staircasing, then that will not be well. No, that will not be good for ourselves, right? So ideally, should keep this heavy because they already done a lot in here. Like they already tore liquidity up in here when they did this. Boom, and it was dropping, dropping. People are following this, may put a stop loss here, put a stop loss here, and then boom, it took them out, and now we're rejecting. So it shouldn't really want to come back if it's going to stay bearish. Rather, we have this nice liquidity here that sits right at 50% of the range from this candles, from this low to this high. And ideally, we should be wanting to sweep this level. At least this smoothness here, you should want to sweep that. Let's go on the 5 minute chart. Yeah, just smooth right there. I want to see price sweep that. 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart liquidity is all the way down here. Okay. So that's the, I don't know why this is still here. Let me delete this for a second. All right. So that's the business there. Only thing that's in terms of okay, what do you think about that could potentially derail this trade? Well, we have FOMC news at 1 p.m. So if they want to hold this market hostage until 1 p.m., they could easily do that. Yeah, that's the only thing about. And then they have control of all that stuff. So if they want to hold this market hostage to 1 p.m., they can do that and just start playing around here. They really could. That's the only thing. If we didn't have the FOMC news, then there's nothing that I'm really thinking about that should stop the sale. At least or run below these levels here at least. Guys, I might just hop in the shower because this is getting ridiculous and it's just dancing around. So I might let this play while I hop in the shower. Okay, so you know, I will be right back. Let me see, 29,296 to here. It's about 200-point drop. We can take something off the table here. Let's be smart. So I'm gonna do this while I'm gone. Take a buy limit here. So if it comes down here, I'll take some off there. And then down here, I'll take some off there. And then ultimately, yeah, we'll see if I want to hold because by the time price, yeah, I'll probably move my stop loss tighter and tighter. It might just ransack that and then still drop here. But my eyes are down here at 28,540, if I'm being real. If I was hold all the way, boom. But if I come back to the charts, but this is about the time I'm done showering. If I rather like, here's a good place to take some off, 100%. Because at the end of the day, right, we have dropped. This would be a 242-point drop. So if I'm not being greedy, but frankly speaking, I'd rather watch how they get in here. If they slice through it, then I'd rather take some off here. Okay, since it's the start, maybe I won't take a shower. Whatever. See, ah, I gotta wait now. Let's go shower. But now they're pushing these markets. Okay. Ideally, now, personally, I want to see this 5-minute level act as an order block. Okay. So now we have potential 5-minute order block there. Right. Okay, everything looks nice. Let's kind of look at this again. What does this look like to you? If you know smart money, this looks like a potential what? Market maker sell model. And the turning around happened right at 10 o'clock. Power tech. The power of 10 o'clock. What just happened? I got some alert. Hmm. The power of 10 o'clock. So, and if we're talking about a painting analogy, the only painting that like the gap in price that exists is here. So it makes sense for price to what paint in there, ideally. Okay. I use the word ideally because I'm not 100%. I can no one is, right? But if we're watching what price is likely to do, here makes sense for price to want to trade into. Now, guys, this can really get nasty today. If I'm being frank, this could really like I already see 28,500. Like I see this happening. So we're at 29,160 though. Wait, 2,500. What would that be? What would that look like on daily chart? No, that would be too nasty. That's not gonna happen. 2,500 is ridiculous. Let me draw this out. Have a daily chart. What would 2,500 take us for the day? That'd be a 900-point drop. I mean, that's not happening. I mean, it's happened before, but that'll be tough. At least 28,790. So let me adjust 2790 is what I see actually. So this is tough. 28,790. Let's just call it 2,800. Whatever. This is more of it. Let's be real. Now, if I was a swing trader, if I could swing this, I would expect 2,500. It's like moving your stop loss still not safe. Because imagine I push my stop. You see, that's why he got to be careful when and just create moving your stop loss at new swing highs. Imagine I push my stop loss here. This move here was knocking me out, and this is still going. There's a time to move your stop loss in. I mean, if I'm being real, it shouldn't come back above here. So I could put my stop loss here. I really could. Right at entry. Um, yeah, if I want off to go do something else, I will put it here. But for those that move their stop loss, they're probably not going to be able to enjoy a potential sell-off. We have this 5-minute order block we have yet visited. So it looks like this 5-minute candle might close with a little fair value gap here. So it's probably gonna look something like this. Well, now it's moving with some speed. All right, so now we've created 5-minute fair value. So now we have this right here as well. Price does not necessarily have to go in here, but it could. Let's see, straight. Alarm is straight. Yes. Yeah, we can move our stop loss. At this point, we should be at break even. So I'm gonna put it here. I want to block our on what you're making a little bit. I really don't want to, well, I'm just put it right here. It's okay. Cover the bills. Cool. So and then risk free. Free. Who doesn't like free? I just wanna be free. I love that. I just wanna be free. So I'm gonna let this play out 10 to 12. Let's see this window right here. 10 to 12. Let's see if we get something. And guys, I'm definitely gonna drop in I might just let this keep going and playing, but I won't be talking by the time we get around 10:45. Yeah, 10:45. All right, so just hit that level. Did we hit it? No, we're short of it. Okay, come on. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. The 10 o'clock delivery, man. He said, I need 2 hours today. I can't do it in one. I need 2 hours to deliver this thing. It's hot. Okay, we finally hit that level. Cool. Now, I'm going to take something off here. I don't care. Those lows are too clean, though, but they're clean. Now, let's see. See, this is where I was going to take something off right here. But let's just see if they can slice through that stuff like hotcakes. Let's see, they want to slice through like hotcakes, guys. Mm-hmm. Let's see, we're gonna slice through like hotcakes. So they want to play games. I'm gonna take something off short. My hands on the trigger. If trade, you see how trading makes that buy disappear? Can someone tell me why that happens? Please. This is annoying. Like I'm trying to press a button, then the button disappears. Like that's not cool. Let's see this slice through it like hotcakes, guys. That's why I didn't want to take something off there right away. But at this point, I'm gonna take something here for sure. Okay, I'm gonna take something off right here. Boom. Just go hit this again, resistance support level now. Guys, every day, what I see say every day, something that won't stop. Every day, every session, some every day, every weekend it won't stop. Every week, every day it won't stop. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna today's been a great day, guys. Honestly speaking. I can't even make this up. Y'all can't make this up. This is happening right in front of me. So I will take another one off in a second here. I'm just watching to see if it makes sense to do so. Something I'm watching here. Though I feel strong, and this is where I need to work on, is my patience when I know we're approaching our level. Like I'm just like, give me my profits. So I rather take something off the table, more than half off the table. Just know I accomplished my goal versus, you know, waiting for the perfect exit. Even though again, my mind is, can we get to 2,500 overall? Maybe not today, but that's where I see prices going 28,500, which is 500 points from here. So I'll keep my finger on the trigger here. I'm going to assume with my stop loss aggressively lower. But again, we've waited for this trade long enough. Like I'm literally going to move my stop loss so much lower. But I feel like once I do it, they're going to knock me out. Who cares? We've already done enough today. I'm going to put it right here, guys. I don't even care anymore. I watch them knock that out now. Now I've shown my hand. Oh, you want to put it right there? They're not gonna let me. They're not gonna let you guys witness the full greatness of this whole trade playing out, even though I see it's happening. Perhaps okay, it's a demo, but I like to manage like it's a real account. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put a stop loss here, but what I will do if it goes up a little higher. Oh shit! If it goes up a little higher, I'm taking one more off the table. How about that? The only trading view does not fail me, man. I have my hand on the trigger trading view. So, in fact, instead I can do this. I just put a buy limit. Not where I want to go. Buy limit, right? Yeah. Who's buy? No, buy stop. So yeah, buy stop. So in case price does go above this level, self close on everything, I'll just put a buy stop there, and then now I can move this stop loss here because I still want to see this and get a full play here. In fact, here I'd rather have it here. I'm just not a fan. Like I'm still working on like allowing for price, giving price enough room to breathe after it's giving me so much movement. Like I'm still working on that. Hope that's okay with y'all because I like to secure. I ain't rich yet, so right now it's about securing the back. If I already have millions, then I would not care, bro. I'll just let this shit play out. But because I'm still trying to get there. I gotta secure these bags once they drop, and this is magnificent trades, guys. You guys win this. Everything take place here, everything to the T. I called everything. We had a scenario where price was coming for our stop loss was literally above here at 29,380. And I was watching this level here and first like that's not good. But then it rejected and gave us a lifeline. We thank the Lord. And I said this order block is gonna hold price. It did. I even added to here. Let me see if I can show that. Trading execution marks. Yeah, so we had all this business going on here. Took that first sell, took a loss, but I rushed that one. So I already counted that. It was a quick little $50 loss. And I took another sell to the L. That's okay, cool. That's the first button. That's how I only have two more bullets. So I took this sell here. And when price did all that rejection, I was like, oh, it's not good. When it finally gives us order block, I said this should hold if it wants to sell. We had a drop off, inverse for value gap held. Price dropped. We did not trade our stop loss. Like probably a lot of mental people needed any room to breathe. And price hit this support level, goes higher, it takes out liquidity. We did not panic. Like I said, sticking to your buys is so freaking important, right? Because easy, we could have started saying, well, retail is seen as a support, but I wouldn't see that as support. But point is, you see a quick little move higher, and it happens. You guys saw it happen. And you start thinking, okay, what if this turns around here? No, we're not thinking that way. We're gonna re-emphasize. We're gonna give us even more reasons to still look for the sell and say, well, it did go higher, but all this take liquidity. So now it should reject. And now if it is bearish, it shouldn't come back above this liquidity pool because it already did its damage. And we have price drop, consolidate, drop into this level we called. And now again, this is another support level that could offer a nice little bounce. And I just am no fan of giving up too much profits back to the markets. So I already secured half and took one off, and then another position will be taken off here. And if price goes higher, it'll take us out here. So it's very beautiful trading, guys. 5-minute chart. Look how it just came right in there. And I'll be happy if they don't take those lows. They can leave those lows again, and I'm gonna come back PM session when they drop news and still look for these lows. So it's okay. They can play with it all they want. My eyes are still on sales unless something drastic changes. All right. So likely we're gonna get knocked out here. And honestly, I don't want to give too much ground back. Oh, it's okay. But I stop do his job. I really want to put it right above here, but it's cool. It's gonna knock us out. I fully got on my other account. Personally speaking, I don't even care for this anymore. Let me close this out as well. Cool. We're done. Beautiful trading. Now, guys, again, all we do when I'm trading live is demo. But you see how serious and detailed I am with this. I'm not taking it lightly. Just because it's demo does not mean just fuck around with it. Excuse my language. It means you take it serious and you really try to show your skill set and get better. The whole point is just like practice, right? When you're in practice at the gym or you're practicing your basketball, whatever you're training, you can't just make it lousy and just do stuff that don't make sense. So we train like it's game time over here. All right. 1. The demo I do here is not on a real account, right? I'm not enticing to go make some money or press a button, as this is not financial advice. All I'm doing is just showing you. What I can promise is that you will get better at reading price if you keep following the page, right? If you want that mentorship 101, let's talk about it, right? Send us a DM, subscribe. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. The Equity Heights. Find us, hit us up. Let's talk about if you want to have a mentorship 101, like or a deeper mentorship. We have a journal, all the kind of stuff that we have that we want our students to get to. And frankly speaking, we don't have that many students right now. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But the ones that join, we'll take you guys really serious and get to answer your questions 101. So if you want to be a part of that, then stop playing games. Stop just watching me do this every single day and start getting some insight. Start being able to ask me questions directly. Ask the second operator question directly to improve your game. All right? It's very simple. But right, this account again started at 10,000. Right? When did it start? It's very important to show you guys this because this shows the ability to really sit in front of you guys. I've been trading this account in front of you guys for the most part, 80% of the time. So sit in front of you guys and call trades and show the equity of the account grow. Right? So it's not about going online, showing the flashy Lamborghinis, all that stuff. Like that's cool, but that's not really what I'm here for. The goal is to help you read price better and also show what it could do, right? Whether it's in the lens of a demo account, go tell your mentor, show you all the Lambos, to sit down with you and trade and call the markets for you. They're not going to do that, right? And be as detailed, they're not going to do that. They won't do that for you because they don't know better. They're focused on the lifestyle, which is okay for them. Over here, we want to focus on the actual skill set. So if you look at the balance history, you can see, right? This trade yielded us what 800, 1300 in total, right? We took an L. This was the L I told you I took earlier. We took 3 trades. Took this one. This was a rush trade. I really just rushed that one, and I got it right away. This was a real trade. So that's a 1 entry. Then we popped these entries, and this is the benefits of that, right? But you can see, just look through the history. This is like not me just taking one single trade that I held the trade throughout eternity, and then it gave me a $10,000 win. This is slowly building the account. In fact, it started all the way. And it started with a 10% loss. It started all the way. This is May 7th. So this is 2 months later, July. We've doubled the account. We're up 12. We're up 120%. The account started at $10,000. You can see these are consistent, like loss, 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 loss. Start off bad, but then we flipped it. Boom. One day, a band. Right. The lowest we went on this account was 9,000. Then we got it back in one day, 10. Right. And then you can see these are consistently a loss here. Consistently pressing buttons in front of you. Look at this $1,900 day, beautiful day. Consistently pressing buttons, 1,500, 1,400. So you want to have those big days as well. This is consistently pressing buttons, $12. But you see this consistency. It's not just an outlier trade. These are losses, wins, losses, wins, losses, wins, 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 losses, wins, 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 wins. Like, oh dang, it just turned green. What was I doing on this day? This day, the look at it's green, green, green. No losses, green, green, green. One red, green, green, 2 reds, green, green. So yeah, here we are, 22,000. So again, we're doing this. Here's to be one of the best in the game. You're hanging early on, so you either pay attention or you don't. It's up to you. But take advantage while it's free, while I have the time to even do it. Because eventually, I want to have a hedge fund, and when I have to, I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you guys. If I will try to, but I'll get the energy to those that are in the hedge fund, right? Or those that are in my investment fund, whatever it might be. So that's why it's important to just listen right now if you can. If you want to be a paid member, do that. It's not going to be like this forever. Here to achieve ratings. And look at that pullback. See? So that was a good profit taking situation. Like I wouldn't want to sit through all this drawdown personally and give back almost 100 points. No, sir. After price gave us all this wahala, as I speak in my language, all this trouble up here, and you got that nice final move, and we're talking about a how many point move? Let's just say from here. A 260, 250 point move. Just take that. All right. So until next time, guys, maybe tomorrow, depends on how I feel. talk to you guys later.